Hi, my name is Matt Stirrup with Machinery Trader, and today we're talking about our November monthly market reports. And I want to take a specific look at what's going on the medium duty construction side. And that's going to be made up of mini excavators, skid steers, and loader backhoes. And we're seeing some pretty interesting trends there. And again, let's just dive in. On the chart on the left-hand side here, this is going to be looking at asking values versus auction values, and this is going to be the rate of change year over year. So what we're seeing, and again, the dates I really like to pay attention to, 2020, where we were at pre-COVID, 2022, when the market was at its peak. I think we can all agree that we're seeing record pricing during that time frame, and then where we're at today. And so, where we're at in 2020, you can see that things were fairly flat from 2016 through 2020. Well, then what happens? COVID hits. Inventory gets depleted, and then you can just see auction values start to skyrocket. Well, then we see the asking values kind of trailing a little bit behind that, which is pretty common. Usually we're going to see asking values usually 90 to 120 days behind an auction event. But again, into the record pricing and the record kind of rate of change that we saw there and through 2022. Well, what's happened since then? Pricing's really decreased since that time frame. You can see that, auction values are down roughly 7.7% year over year, and retail's down roughly, and asking is down roughly 6%. And why are we seeing that happen? Well, again, anytime you see big spikes in inventory or big shifts in inventory change, that's really going to put some strain on our pricing. And that's exactly what we're seeing on the right-hand side there. So even though things are slowing down as far as inventory coming back into the marketplace, we're still up roughly 19% year over year, and that's quite a bit of inventory, especially when we've had, back-to-back years of inventory increases. And that's really going to continue to drive down pricing. And the category I really want to pay attention to is the skid steer side. So, there is some optimism out there for the skid steers. Again, you can see this is looking at the inventory trends. You can see where we're at in 2022 when the market was at its peak, and then really the inventory increase from 2022 into 2024. But we have seen over the last few months, inventory levels have started to decrease, and so that means less inventory in the market, again, which is creating a lot of optimism for our sellers. And so what's that doing to the pricing side of things? Again, so this is looking at asking versus auction values. And you can see, things are really starting to steady out, slow down a little bit. Again, we're seeing lots of inventory come into the marketplace for a few years there, which is really putting a lot of strain on pricing and really causing a big, decrease in pricing overall. But again, inventory is starting to decrease, less inventory in the marketplace. Things are kind of starting to look a little bit more optimistic on the pricing side heading into 2025. So if you're looking for any more information on any of these categories of equipment, you can access our monthly market reports by going to machinerytrader.com, auctionvalues.com, and clicking on the Get Market Reports. Or feel free to reach out to us if you have any specific questions at 531-333-7147.